ready, Becky? I'm ready. See, Desiree, my girl, I love you. Mwah.
I love you too. I thank God I happened to see this flyer about robes and talk.
Heck yeah. We're relaxing. We're having a good night tonight.
Good night, all. Hi, Derek. All right.
Hey.
I have a margarita. It's nice. I like your thing. I wanted to wear, even though like I was all about robes, I wanted to wear like my furry jacket. And I actually did my makeup to match my pink furry jacket. And then I was like, no, but I put robes on, so I'm gonna stick with the theme. Should I put on my pink furry jacket though? Like I'm sort of like, I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes, 100% yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, I'll be back. Hold on a second.
Yay.
I think I'll stick with the t-shirt.
No, this feels right.
Yeah.
That feels right for you.
Yeah.
Whatever feels the most comfortable for you. This is all about sensory experiences and feeling cozy.
Where Derek, you get to brag and be
What's
spoiled.
that?
This is when you get to brag and be spoiled.
Yes, but
Susan.
okay.
Coach Susan in the house.
Pam is logging on now. And then
Where's Becky?
I'm right here.
Sorry, Victoria.
Oh, Victoria. Oh, yay!
We're meditating.
I'm just
Should I grab robes?
you grab whatever makes you feel nice and cozy. I grabbed hot pink.
Furry.
Love the hot pink.
Derek,
It feels so nice. Yes.
is that Desiree?
Yes.
Oh my
I'm
God.
great. Hi, Pam. Hi, Lord Sammy, I nearly forget your name.
Sammy. It's Sammy. My God. It's been so long.
I know.
Okay.
Good.
And Derek, did you bring your pizza beer? Are you gonna crack it open?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He has
Come
a
on.
pizza beer?
He has a pizza beer.
It's a pilsner that tastes like an ale. So
Wow.
a pilsner that tastes like a pilsner or a pilsner that tastes like an ale is not really a pilsner, I don't think, but
It can be whatever it wants to be.
I love your
go on.
background. Do you know where it's from, Derek? The
I
mountains?
think it's Southern California. I've seen something like it before, and where I know the other thing like it used to be a Windows background, and the Windows background I know was Southern California.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Can I go get some more food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go. I didn't give you enough.
He's a growing boy.
Let me see what she's drinking here. Saranac. And of course, it's lukewarm because Pam is
I
Irish.
did put it in the refrigerator. I like it warm.
Pam likes her beer lukewarm.
Room temperature.
I know.
I don't put it in the fridge.
In Washington Heights, some of the old school,
Better that way.
yeah, some of those, yeah, they get their beer from the freezer and then they put it in warm water to.
Go get more food.
Okay.
Becky's waiting for you.
Yeah. Good. Let's go. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to do tonight. Okay. So we are going to embark on theta healing meditation. For those that do not know what theta healing is, it is a energetic modality created by Vienna Steibel. And it is primarily used for energy work or healing work and to really sort of shift and dissolve inhibiting beliefs that you might carry to replace them with new beliefs or to adapt new beliefs into your energy field, into your being that serve you in a higher way in order for you to live and navigate life in a way that aligns with really who you are and what you came here to do and who you came here to be. So um, this is a meditation that all theta healing practitioners um, embark on or learn in order for us to tap in the process to tap into the theta brainwave state in the process of this meditation. So what I'm going to do is I am going to share this with you guys and invite you on this journey as we go through all the 7 planes of existence. Each individual plane that we are going to go through. The first plane is like the rocks and the minerals and the stuff of the core of the earth. The second plane are the plant life and the trees and those living things. Also bugs, insects, what have you. The third plane of existence are people and animals. The fourth plane is the afterlife or the spirit realm, or where you go after you die, where all the spirits sort of elevate to. The fifth plane is really our soul's home. That's just where our elevated versions of our consciousness and our soul reside in, is believed to be in the fifth plane. The sixth plane are all the laws of the universe. The seventh plane is the plane of creation, where creator resides. So as we go through each one of those 7 planes throughout our guided meditation, we're going to tap into the energies of each one of those things and bring upon ourselves a great connection to everything on this earth, everything in this life experience that we're experiencing right here, right now, and what we experience beyond, our soul experiences beyond collectively. And we're going to meet with that creator energy, and I'm going to do some downloads, some really amazing downloads for us just to sort of shift and to accept into our being. Now, when we start to do the downloads, they're going to be framed as questions. Would you like to know what this feels like? Would you like to know what this experience is? Would you like to know how to? It's a choice whether or not this is something that you want to accept into your being. If it's something that you want to accept into your being, you will say yes to yourselves, and that will be accepted into your energy field. If you don't, you don't have to say anything at all. Does that sound good? Amazing. Woo! Okay, let's do this. So, did you want to record this for Samita or not?
I believe it is being recorded.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. So, okay. All right. So we're going to close our eyes. Everybody close your eyes. We're going to take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And now you're going to find yourself in the center of your heart, this little ball of light. And you can give this ball of light whatever color feels right to you, whatever color you connect your energy to. Now you're going to see that ball of light go brighter and brighter and brighter. And you're going to feel into that ball of light. The energy of who you are. Now you're going to watch this little ball of light go on a journey. This ball of light is going to go down through your body, down your legs, through your feet into the ground below you, down past the floor, whatever floors are below you, into the dirt, into the ground, through the soil, in the water, in the sediment, down through all the different layers of the Earth's surface, down to the very core of the Earth. And there in the center of the Earth, you're going to see this beautiful energy swirling. This amazing, delicious Earth energy. And you're going to scoop a little bit of that Earth energy into your ball of light. And you're going to see how that energy dances and plays with your own. Take a moment to really feel that. Now this little ball of light is going to go back up through all the different layers of the Earth's surface, up through the ground, up through the floor below, back up through your feet, up your legs, until it gets to your root chakra. And when the root chakra and that ball of light meet, your root chakra turns on. Now the ball of light travels up to your sacral and turns on. Travels up to your solar plexus and turns on. Up to your heart and turns on. And I feel like you're just going to pump so much love into this little ball of light. Now that ball of light will travel up to our throat chakra and turn that on. Up to our third eye, turn it on. Up to our crown, turning that on. And now that ball of light is just going to hover right above our head. And we're going to transfer our consciousness and awareness into that ball of light. So now we are in observing everything through the perspective of that ball of light. And now that ball of light is going to ascend up through the ceiling above us, up out of the building we are in, up higher and higher past the trees, traveling faster and faster through the sky, through the clouds, higher and higher and higher through the layers of the Earth's atmosphere, as it ascends all the way up into the dark black space. And it is just zooming higher and higher, faster and faster past the planets, higher and higher past galaxies, higher and higher and faster and faster. It's just zooming. And it comes to these layers of lightness and darkness, and lightness and darkness, as it continues just to ascend higher and higher, faster and faster and faster, till it reaches this beautiful golden light, this bright, brilliant golden light. And as your ball of light continues to ascend higher and higher, faster and faster, you're going to see that golden light surround your ball, so bright, so warm, so inviting, as you continue to ascend higher and higher and higher, faster, faster and faster. And then you come across this cool jelly-like substance. And you're going to feel that cool, almost liquid, just sort of graze around your ball as you continue to ascend higher and higher and higher, faster and faster and faster. Till you reach this beautiful pink haze. The law of compassion. And you're going to feel this beautiful, loving energy permeate through your ball with so much love and so much compassion. And that feeling will lift you up into the seventh plane, the plane of all that is, of oneness, of complete totality, where Creator lies. And you're going to step out of your ball of light and call upon Creator to meet you. And I want you to take a moment just to meet with Creator, God, whatever name you give it. Beautiful, loving energy. Feel the love trickle through you. Open yourself up to receive it. Every speck of your soul. Feel your adoration, the perfection that you are. Creator's greatest creation. The beauty and the love that is poured out into you. Every speck of your being was perfectly crafted. And you're so fully and completely and irrevocably loved. Now we're going to offer the following downloads. Would you like to know what it feels like to carry this picture, this image the Creator has of you. Every second, every hour, every minute, every day, every month, every year of your life. If you'd like that, say yes.
Yes.
Would you like to know what it feels like that you had to accept who you truly be, who you truly are, to be able to step in the full creation that is you, to be able to hold it, to be able to live in it, to be able to shine it so incredibly bright, so beautifully bright for the whole entire world to see. And that, through you being you, perfectly you, you are the gift and the blessing. You are the channel of Creator's light to the entire world. If you'd like to know what that feels like, that you have the ability to experience that, that you can step into that, that you will step into that, that you are stepping into that right here, right now, this very second, and that you will make that sort of impact and difference in the world. If you'd like all of that, say yes.
Yes.
And would you like to know what it feels like to know that everything that you need, every tool, every gift, all of it that you could ever need to live out what your soul came here to do is already in your possession, that you have it within you, and that you know how to draw from it, that you know how to use it, that you know that you're free to use it, that you know that you are blessed and designed to use it. You know how to, when to, where to use it, how to touch other people's lives with it, how to craft it and perfect it, and to bring it into creation so fully, so completely, so joyfully, so beautifully, and so lovingly. If you like that, say yes.
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 And I want you to picture right now, from where you are up in the seventh plane, looking down on your earthly form, on your earthly energy, and seeing all the different places and spaces in your being, all those different judgments that you carry of yourself, all the shame, all the blame, all the imperfections, everything that you have seen and judged yourself and found yourself not worthy, not perfect, not enough, not valid, not invited, not loved. All of that, all those different places that you see that energy residing in your being, we now cast out. And we're going to send this beautiful, blinding white light straight down from where you are into the head, through your whole entire body, just pushing out all those energies that don't align with the truth of who you are. Push them out. Judgments be gone. Criticism be gone. Imperfections gone. They don't exist. There's no such thing. the pain of your past, anything that held you prisoner. Let it go. And may this bright, blinding white light cleanse your very being, your entire energy field. Push it all out. Even the parts that feel scary. Even the parts where your head is trying to tell you, wait a minute, hold up, no, push it out. It's not who you are. It's not you. It's not who you came here to be. And as this white light fills every inch of your being, every molecule, every atom, every speck, cleansing you, cleaning you, now I want you to feel that light turn into love. So much love. Undeniable love. Overpouring love. Would you like to know what it feels like to be a champion of this love in this earthly experience? That you have been chosen to be a channel of this love. That this love is completely for you and it's completely for the world. That this love knows no bounds and has no limits. That it's replenishing, it's replenishing, it's replenishing. And it's yours. If you'd like to know that, say yes.
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 Now we're going to go back up to the seventh plane with the Creator. And I want you to just take another moment just to see the joy, just to feel the joy and receive the joy and delight the Creator has just for being with you. And to know that you are connected always. Now we say goodbye for now. And we walk back into our ball of light. And we descend back down through the pink haze, down to the jelly-like substance, down through the golden, beautiful, bright light, down past the layers of lightness and dark, down past the galaxies and the planets and the blackness of space, down through the layers of Earth's atmosphere, through the clouds, down past the trees, past the roof, past the ceiling, and back into your body. And then place your hands on your heart. And thank Creator for this experience. Know that you will hold it within you forever. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Yay!
That was beautiful, Becky.
Oh, so Becky, what is it about the universe?
What do you mean?
Simple question. What is this thing about the universe, right? We know we as human beings have created technology, searching for it in the journey of trying to discover it, trying to be as clear as we can about this universe that is as unattainable. Like, I'm not going to be able to go into the galaxy. I'm not going to do that. It's impossible. All I know is that we have a solar system. We can't even go to another planet for crying out loud, safely. So what is this about the universe that we know it's there, we know it exists, but we can't get to it?
We can get to it.
Okay.
It's on a different dimension.
All
You
right.
got to shift your perspective but your vibration.
Yeah, Sammy, we just went on like 4 different universe levels right now.
All
Sammy's a little dense.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
right.
Dale, come on now.
It's
This is the
not.
wonderful part, is that no, you're right. It's that
You're being scientific. You're being earthly.
I'm begging the question. I want, I think I know what the answer is.
Yes.
And that's what I got from this meditation, is that the matter of perspective, like you mentioned before, it's a matter of perspective. Like, it's not unattainable. It's right there. When we see it, I don't necessarily have to understand everything about it. I don't have to necessarily understand everything about anything. I don't. That's not the point. The point is not to be in perfect understanding of everything, like God's mind. I don't think that's the point of our existence. I think the point is this, for me, at least now in this moment. I am a part of something greater that I don't understand, and not understanding it is absolutely perfect.
We're not meant to understand it.
Yeah. Because right. Yeah.
The way human design explains energy work is really cool. Our brain is meant to ask questions. Our brain is not meant to really sort of understand or try to come up with answers. We're not meant to find the answers. We're meant to ask the questions. And the way that we do that is we ask the questions. And those questions kind of go out into the quantum field or the energy field or the God energy, whatever. There's a million and one ways to kind of explain what this energy is. It's of all possibilities. It's limitless. It's like this great energy of all the possibilities, there's endless possibilities, endless things are in existence out there. And what I do is we ask the questions that kind of permeate through, and all the different possibilities as answers to that question start to formulate and start to come into our existence. And that's what really true manifesting is us asking the questions of what it is that we are looking for and seeking, and allowing all the different possibilities, allowing God to come to us with those answers, to come to us with the possibilities, to present them into this world, into our being, into our existence. The more we try to get in the way of that process with all our different limitations and beliefs and whatnot, the longer it usually takes for us to experience what it is that we're manifesting for. I remember I had a friend who was manifesting for soulmate. And they had lots of criteria around this soulmate, like so much criteria about what this soulmate is supposed to be. They have to like, make a certain amount. They have to be a certain way. Um, they couldn't be married. They couldn't have married. They couldn't have kids. They couldn't have like, there was all these different things. And so, and this person had been manifesting for this for years and years and was very frustrated that they weren't getting, the soulmate wasn't coming to them. And it was sort of like, what is it that I'm doing wrong? And I'm like, well, you have a lot of you have a lot of filters. You like that you're crossing out different possibilities of what a true soulmate is. Like, now you have like all these different possibilities of what this person could be, and you've just negated them and blocked them out and canceled them for being a possibility. And now it's gonna take like a little bit longer to meet like all the different things that you want, unless you change your filter a little bit. You change a little bit what you're looking for. Um, oh, and they had to like live in their city too. So like that was like another thing was demographics. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna take a little while longer. But when you ask the questions and you're very open, as open as you can be, not to say that you can't have some, prerequisites or requests there, but when you're open as you can be, what God, what the universe, what that collective energy of possibilities will bring you is really truly extraordinary and surprising. And the way that you navigate what is the right thing for you and what is not the right thing for you, and what is along the lines of what you're asking for and what along the lines of what you're not asking for, is to really do it by your authority of your type. Just whatever your type's authority is that's how you answer. That's where you get all your answers from, because that is connected to your energy and your energetic being. We're not supposed to think so much. Thinking so much is it can be a little bit can be a little bit of a challenge to creating what it is that we actually want. I know like my faith was the same way. Like my faith was, I can sit there and read the Bible, and my faith in my being for me was, this is, yeah, this is it. I believe this. I believe in what this is. I believe it what it is. Now, my analytical brain would be like, oh, well, how's that possible? What's this about? Blah, 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 blah. But it's not for my analytical brain. It's for my actual energy. My energy speaks to this. Go ahead, Susan.
Hi there. The whole time of the meditation, we could take this offline, but what I want to say, since we are being recorded, is the whole time that you led the meditation, I just had these goosebumps. I still had the goosebumps the whole time. And it was almost like the best way to describe it is, it was like your voice was a defibrillator for my energy level. Especially when I just traveled being with family. I'm going to leave it there. And a part of me also says, how can I really experience stuff? But yet there was a few things that you said towards the end, when you still have stuff that's no longer working for you, like the judgment, not only from my point, but from those around me. And I know I can't control other people's point of view, because you know what? Their point of views are running just like mine is. I cannot manage theirs, and I choose not to. But I just want to share, and I don't expect you to give me a response. We could take it offline another time. But I said, oh my God. I just had goosebumps. I wasn't in tears, but there was a sense of aliveness. And it was almost like I became you and you became me as you were leading this meditation. Like it was like, oh, you found me. Thank you. Thank you for finding my energy levels. It was like almost non-existence for me. So I didn't mean I hope I didn't come across sounding sarcastic because I wasn't being, but it was even like when you kept going up and down about the different plane levels, I was so present that I said, wow, where have you been all this time? You know, like, where have you been all this time, Becky? But it's also, where have you been, Susan, all this time? If that makes sense. And it doesn't need to make sense because it needs to make sense to me, just like everyone's experience makes sense to themselves. So I'm not really, I am present to energy, but not the way you led it. And it was very like something new for me. So thank you for even leading it from the beginning. I was like, checkpoint, yep, boom, 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 boom. I was like, okay, it was meant for me to be here because I was supposed to be at another Zoom that never gets canceled that got canceled. So it was like the universe aligned for me to be here. I don't know if this is your first time leading this on a Sunday, but I just wanted to share that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
You got exactly what you needed to get out of this. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience. And I'm so honored that I could be the vessel to channel that to you.
Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you. And I hope that my desire is that the way you contributed to us, that circles back to you 1,000 folds.
That's beautiful, Susan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ditto here from us too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Well,
Todd's like, what did I miss?
Todd, wait till you see the replay. What I wanted to also honor that Susan had shared that I saw in my mind, and I almost wanted to pull myself out, Becky. So thank you for like, I don't know how you knew what times to like have us ascend. There was, I think it was the second one. It was like after like we kind of went through the darkness and stuff. I saw this spiral, and I don't know why, but I keep seeing this child. I know his name is Gideon at this point, and he went down this spiral. And in my mind, I'm like, if I go with him, I'm not coming back. And so it's like this weird like suspension for like maybe like I don't know how long we were on like that second or third level, but like it was almost like accepting that he chose to go down that path. And then it was like a layer level after like kind of like letting myself go. Then you had like mentioned like no judgment, release it. And I'm so grateful you did that. Like I don't know how you knew. And again, like Susan had said, this, so I'm sharing right now. Like I don't know if this is your first time ever leading people through this, Becky, but you have a gift. Because I get that child energy keeps following me around and it's going to do whatever it wants to. And you just really presenced me to how often I'm judging myself based on how I'm supposed to react on another child. And I don't know where that's opening up for myself. And so I'm going to re-listen to this as well. So Todd, you missed nothing, but you should have been. I'm glad you're here now. Okay, I'm putting myself back on mute. Derek, your hand's raised.
Wait, Janine, I just wanted to say, hold on real quick. I'm sorry, Derek, but we're going to have a conversation about that because I'm being told something about that, about Gideon and you. And so we're going to have a conversation off of this call around that. But that was beautiful and you did beautifully. Okay, Derek, sorry.
No, all good. That was perfect, actually. So I'll double down a little bit on Sammy's observation that there may be a different way that men's and women's brains process this kind of stuff. And a more masculine way of seeing it would be more literal and scientific. And it's not wrong and it's not right. It's just different. So when you said, let's go to the center of the earth, right? All right, we all go to the center of the earth. I realized that if we all really do it, that we would all meet in the center of the earth, right? Because we're all going to the center of the earth. And once we all get there, no matter where we are on the surface of the earth, when we get to the center, we'll all be in the same place. And so I, so to speak, looked around and realized I didn't want to go to the center because that's where you sent everybody else. So I hung 6 feet off to the side and I looked around and I saw everybody else's little, you know, things like, okay, you know, but all of you weren't there. Some of you didn't really go. I don't know if that was just my judgment or
Interesting.
Very perceptive, Derek. You're counting.
I didn't count, but I didn't see the whole 8 or whatever of us. So then the other thing is that when we went the other way and we went up into the sky, my brain basically said, okay, well, we're going into space and there really is something straight up there. So then I just pulled out my handy dandy Star Walk app.
That's what I was thinking.
And there's a star, yeah, let me see.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Basically, the Hercules is where I'm going.
Yeah, like going to the constellations.
Right? You sent me to Hercules, or this app says that you sent me to Hercules. So
amazing.
Men
I
are
love
different.
that. I love that. You know, the first time that I was guided to go to the center of the earth, my brain, it took me a while to be able to like really release myself to do this meditation because my brain kept on going, it's iron core. Like, like it's just like it's just iron metal. I'm like,
Right.
what's supposed to be in there? And it's like even that has energy. And I was like, oh, okay, even that has energy. So that kind of like allowed me to like loosen up a little bit.
There you go.
But yeah, I love that. I love that, Derek. That's awesome.
So scientifically, you took me to Hercules, and I don't know what's straight above everybody else, but it would be probably slightly different than. But if you wanted to, just as a thought, one way a meditation, you could actually point people at a specific constellation if you wanted to.
Yeah, men go to Hercules.
So anyway, that's the engineer, the
Why is
former
everyone
nuclear
laughing?
engineer. That's the former nuclear engineer coming out and playing for a little while. So
I love it.
Thank you,
Derek.
I
love it. And I love the.
I want to say thank you for representing the masculine.
There we go. Todd's got hat day, so we might need to.
I want Groot back. Too. He had Groot going for a second. Groot
this doesn't fit very well.
Where's Groot?
Oh, Groot's well, I got one here.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you know.
So cute.
He just grabbed him.
It's Groot.
Groot from
another here. I have a coffee mug somewhere too.
Oh
my Groot coffee mug. So it's very good. Excellent. I'm interested in knowing if Derek was able to drink his beer tonight.
he opened it, I think.
Yeah, it's halfway gone.
Okay. The other half's in Hercules, right?
Well,
just pour one out for Hercules.
Derek, usually bad decisions happen after you drink a beer, but I think you got a head start by drinking that beer.
Okay, right.
With your
I got really emotional. I saw, man, this is a great group of collective energy to do this meditation and work with. Because I do tap, like Derek says, like we're all sort of journeying together. I do tap into everybody's collective energy. I feel it. And it was really, really astounding, especially on the 7th plane. Like it just blew my mind. The amount of love that I felt pouring out. Man. It really blew my mind. In the best way possible. In the best way possible.
Becky, the dimensions, right? The different, so for me, it represents like different levels of consciousness. And even like the consciousness, not necessarily the scientific brain, like different levels of consciousness beyond our brain, beyond our organic brain. So animals, let's, okay, human beings, right? We look at a dog and we're like, we see a dog, and we could ask the questions, what is that? And we give it a name, dog. A dog does not look at a human and go, what is that? Human. Dog doesn't do that, you know? But I think if a dog looks
Not
at
that
a
we know
cat,
of.
not that we know of, right? But I do think that a dog would look at a cat or a squirrel. But this is what I'm saying. Like there's different levels of consciousness, even with animals and human beings. And and like throughout nature, different levels of consciousness. And I think we're the highest level of consciousness among the animals. In the animal kingdom, humans are the highest level of consciousness. Now going into these other layers of consciousness, right? There has to be other entities that look at us like we would look at a dog. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
There has to be. And beyond, and every layer has that kind of entity that looks sort of down. I don't want to say down, but looks at, a little lower, into the lower consciousness and say, oh, I see you, but we don't see them necessarily until or unless Becky takes us on a road trip, where we get to meet the different levels of consciousness. We don't necessarily like, you saw some entities. I know you did, Becky, because you got emotional. I'm like, oh, she's saying, she's communicating with those people, with those guys. So what I'm saying is this, is that what questioning means? Is that when you question, you're going on a different level of consciousness. When you don't question, you stay on that, whatever consciousness level you are. If you don't question, you're not going to evolve conscientiously.
It's the best way for what's coming up for me. I'll tell you what visual is coming up for me. Do you know from Finding Nemo?
Sorry, Becky.
I think Todd has answered the question. But yeah, Becky.
He's E.T.
Oh my God, it's just amazing.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Becky. We were having a very serious conversation. What was the question? Did I ever see Nemo?
Yeah, Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Remember how they're trying to get to the current?
Yeah.
And the current just sort of that carries you on. And you just surf the current, and everybody's just trying to get into the current.
Right, with the sea turtles. Yeah.
Correct. So what came up for me is that when you ask the questions, when you stay in question with the universe, what you're doing is you're kind of tapping into that current.
Right. I get that.
You're tapping into the energy of that current where all these different places and possibilities and everything is sort of connected and writing through absolutely everything. That is what you're tapping into. When you're not in question, you're sort of just swimming through the rest of the big vast sea of what is the universal energy. Yeah. Asking the questions, though, connects you to that sort of current where you're sort of connected to everything. And you have the ability to receive from everything that is out there in existence, even the stuff that you cannot possibly comprehend or understand.
I think it's just so beautiful and amazing that this group of us here and those that are in our community, are in consistent questioning. We're constantly questioning, because we're never going to be satisfied with what we know, because it's just not enough, and it keeps changing, and it's limited. Even when we become experts in the little things, we still learn from that little thing, whether it's an atom or a piece of dust or a leaf or an organism. I mean, people are still learning about the red cells and the white cells and even the cells from the plants, which is much simpler than the animal cells. Still learning from that, and they will never stop learning. I don't think we'll ever stop learning. So I think it's wonderful, and I think maybe that's the purpose, right? Is just keep asking questions, you know.
Mm-hmm. You got it. Stay in question. Stay in question. There's amazing, beautiful questions. There's amazing, beautiful, creative questions that are so powerful. Are so powerful.
Yeah.
Like, what is right about this that I'm not seeing? When something really horrible happens and you're having a really shitty day, what is right about this that I'm not seeing? What is right about this that I'm not seeing?
Yeah.
You can find, and you just ask the question. You don't try to answer it. The answers will come to you.
Yeah.
How does it get any better than this? Yeah. What else is possible? Don't try to answer it. Just ask.
So I want to ask a question without being rude or without overstepping boundaries with Janine. When she became emotional, when Becky said, I got something, or you spoke to someone, or communication regarding a kid. I don't know what that story is, or I don't remember that story. But we could talk about it some other time, Janine, because you got emotional, and I don't want to, I don't want to pry too much. But I do see the wind in your hair, Janine. Are you running, or is that a hurricane?
No, it's definitely rain. We're on our way to Joy's place to do an audition. And Sammy, I still don't fully understand who Giddy it is in my vision. Although I have a feeling it's possibly my kid. So I don't think you're prying too much, because I don't really know outside of just some dreams I've had. He keeps returning. So I just thought it was interesting. It wasn't a dream. He literally was there. So yeah.
That's what I thought too.
It's not a dream.
Wow.
I thought that too.
That's powerful stuff, Janine. Thank you for sharing that.
To add to Sammy's angle of learning from the tiniest little things, I did a guided psilocybin trip once. And within that, the person who was running it had a team of, I think, 3 people, but she herself was, basically guiding it. And she was really intentional about how she set up the space. And during her setup of the space, somebody came to her and said, hey, you asked me to clean up the sunroom, and in the sunroom there's a dying caterpillar. What do you want to do with the dying caterpillar? And she said, it seems to have navigated its way into our little event here. Just leave it alone. It's going to be part of our trip. Just leave it there. And we'll just have to kind of keep in mind that if anything comes up for any of the participants, we just know that there might be something to do with the dying caterpillar. So during the middle of my trip, I found the dying caterpillar, and I got in the space of the dying caterpillar, and I was pretty much the only one that saw it and noticed it. But I got down on my hands and knees when I'm pretty spaced out, but allowing, along the lines of getting something from the tiniest little things. This caterpillar was about 97% dead. Well, he was at the beginning of the trip, he was like 93% dead. And at the end of the trip, he was like 97, 98% dead. He was in the process of dying through this, however the 6 hours or 7 hours, however long this took. You could slow, if you watched really, really, really closely, which you can do on a mushroom trip, you can get intensely present to something that's extremely minute. And you can, if you pay that close of attention, you can see at the beginning that the caterpillar is almost dead, but at the end that the caterpillar is even closer to almost dead. But if you look even closer than that, you can see the caterpillar fighting with everything he's got to try to hang on. And it's like you just know he's not going to make it. And within the space of love and whatever whatever the space that that mushrooms give you, it just gives you like a holy hell, this caterpillar is representing all of us struggling to and you could just see him like, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. No, sorry, buddy, I don't think you are. But it was really cool to see him fighting with everything he had to try to hang on and have his life just kind of slowly ebb away as whatever was going on. And it was like you could tell how caterpillars trying to walk, you could tell he was trying to go through the motions of walking, but you could tell he just didn't have the energy to actually walk. And it was a really good metaphor for, in a way. And so at the end of it, there's a debrief, and I said, yo, there's this caterpillar in the sunroom, and she said, yeah, we know. So yeah, it was just really cool. I don't think I've ever been, and I might get emotional here, I don't think I've ever been as close to another being, what exactly is going on with another being, as I was with that caterpillar.
Mm.
And then the other thing is the caterpillar, it was one of those caterpillars that have little spikes that stick out along its back.
Mm.
And in the middle of a mushroom trip, at the end of each one of those spikes, there was this little like bright blue light, which I don't know what, there must actually be something going on at the tip of those, at the tip of those spikes that shows up differently in the middle of a mushroom trip, so there must actually be something going on at the end of their spikes. But in a mushroom trip, it shows up as these tiny little row of two bright blue lights down the middle of its back. Even when it was dying, its light was fully, hey, I'm still trying to shine my light, so to speak, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that was just speaking to Sammy's point of seeing something in the tiniest little details.
Well,
so Derek, what that means to me, Derek, is that you don't have to wait to become a butterfly to be beautiful.
No.
Yeah. Aww. I love that. Oh, it's the top of the hour.
That's right. And a guy said that.
Yeah, with a patterned shirt, no less.
Right.
Sammy, I'm wondering what you're having there, and I'm guessing at first that it's probably better than what Derek has. But
no, he's finishing it. He 86'd it. He did it.
Will I finish the warm one that I started yesterday?
Or my warm one.
Yeah, it's sparkling water from Costco. It's Kirkland.
Warm and
sparkling water.
Warm and flat.
Sigh.
All right. Thank you, Janine, for carrying forward the theme. All right, so here we go. It's actually better warm.
Outstanding. Don't you have two more though?
It's better warm.
Well, I'm glad you guys like this. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, we loved it, Becky. It was amazing.
Absolutely needed.
I wrote some things down too, so you really opened up our minds.
Might go into his book.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to take to fill in for Samira here. And I don't know, maybe I'll do this again.
Yeah,
we love it.
Maybe we'll do it like a month, like once a month. I don't want to do it like all the time, but like maybe like once a month.
I'm down for that.
We'll talk. I'm putting it out there. What does that look like if I did this one?
Looks like fun. It's gonna be fun.
All right.
If I was gonna do a chicken taza Anybody down for that? I don't know,
Yes.
alternate Sundays or something.
Yes,
I
yes,
am up and down for that.
Right now.
He's gonna cook
Curious.
a chicken
yes. Have
top.
it
Yes.
all around it
No,
and
no,
we'll
no.
serve
It's a
it to
Buddhist.
you.
Just let me tell you, a chicken on top of a taza. Taza is the Arabic word for pod, so he's going to cook a chicken on top of a pod.
It's like a turducken, but like different.
So wait, he's gonna cook something, but we're on Zoom.
It's a special meditation prayer. It's an
Oh,
amazing.
it's
Oh.
Soto Zen,
It's
Japanese
Buddhist.
Soto Zen meditation.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
so
yeah.
not cooking.
It's very
Basically,
powerful.
it's 800 years old and it hasn't changed for 800 years. How it's done hasn't changed for 800 years. So
Yeah. Very,
Cool. Okay, I want to listen to that one. I
yeah,
want to do that one.
it's mind blowing stuff.
yeah.
Todd, you're gonna have to find like your chicken head.
Oh boy.
I've got a squeaky chicken.
Not cool. So
Best
Janine,
kind.
talk, I guess, for when it makes sense to best fit that in.
Absolutely. I'm down.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, why not? What the cluck?
What the cluck?
But you gotta.
Oh my God,
we
that's
gotta
amazing.
put like.
God, he said something.
What?
So what the fuck?
Yeah, he said,
He said, "What the clock?"
But we need to put like a picture on the WhatsApp thing, like of a chicken or something, so we remember it. Like otherwise, I wouldn't have known Becky's. Like she had that beautiful ad, so some kind of picture
and if
of a chicken.
Get
would
some
be good.
extra like that.
Oh.
if Pam didn't tell me about this meditation, I wouldn't have known. Also, so thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Pam.
You should be more plugged in,
Becky
Sammy.
didn't remind me of the time because I didn't set my alarm, and I thought it was like 7 o'clock. I didn't know it was so late. I was like, oh my gosh, it's 8 already.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is getting really
got busy.
Okay, she has kids.
No, I just
No, not you, but Becky, you have to go, don't you?
I have to go eat actually, because like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
woke up really late, so like our whole day schedule is like thrown off. So like dinner's ready and I'm hungry.
Yeah. Go enjoy your meal. Send love to the whole family. Thank you so much.
Thank you for guiding us.
Thank
Love
you
Becky.
guys. You
Yeah.
guys are
Joy,
amazing.
Janine.
Hold on a second. I don't want to. I'm gonna move. Who am I putting for host now?
I think we're done, right?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, I think we're hopping off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Beautiful
Bye,
night.
everybody.
See you in the morning.
Bye.